Have you ever caught yourself thinking, I'm not smart enough, I always mess things up, or nothing good ever happens to me? These thoughts feel automatic, like they're just part of who you are. But what if I told you they're not? What if these thoughts are actually lies your mind has been repeating for years, and you have the power to change them? Negative thought patterns don't just affect your mood. They shape your actions, your decisions, and ultimately your entire life. But here's the good news. You can rewire your brain to break free from these patterns and create a more positive, empowered mindset. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to identify, challenge, and reprogram negative thoughts so you can take control of your mind and start living with confidence and clarity. Before we dive in, hit like, subscribe, and let's get into it. Negative thoughts aren't random. They come from patterns our brains develop over time. If we don't question them, they become automatic. Here's why they happen. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors had to be on high alert to survive. Their brains focused more on potential threats than positive experiences. Today, that same negativity bias still exists, making our brains pay more attention to problems, fears, and failures than to success and happiness. When you think a thought enough times, your brain builds neural pathways that make it easier to think that thought again. That's why people who constantly say, I'm bad at math, or I'll never be successful, start believing it, even if it's not true. A lot of our negative thoughts aren't even ours. They come from things we heard growing up, societal expectations, or past failures that convinced us we weren't good enough. But the truth is, just because you've thought something for years doesn't mean it's real. Now let's talk about how to break free from these limiting patterns. You can't change what you don't notice. The first step is learning to catch yourself when you're thinking negatively. Many of the things we tell ourselves are not even true. The moment you start questioning them, you take away their power. Once you catch a negative thought, it's time to flip the script and replace it with a more empowering belief. Your brain is like a computer. If you keep repeating a new thought, eventually it will overwrite the old one. Your environment shapes your mindset. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, whether it's people, social media, or news, you'll stay stuck in that cycle. You can't completely avoid negativity, but you can control how much you let it influence you. Your brain believes what you repeatedly tell it. So instead of repeating negative thoughts, start replacing them with empowering affirmations. Take 2 minutes every morning to say these affirmations out loud or write them down. Over time, your subconscious will start accepting them as reality. The best way to stop negative thoughts: focus on what's going right instead of what's going wrong. When you train your mind to look for progress, you'll start noticing how much you're actually growing. Now let's turn this into action. I challenge you to join the 7-day Mind Detox challenge. Here's how it works. For the next 7 days, every time you catch yourself thinking negatively, write it down. Then apply one of the strategies from this video to challenge and reframe it. At the end of the 7 days, see how much your mindset has shifted. And to make this even more exciting, I'll be featuring the best progress stories in an upcoming video. Drop a comment below if you're joining the challenge, and let's hold each other accountable. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you change your thoughts, you change your life. Start today and watch how your mindset transforms. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe, and let's grow together.